A sick couple who left a murder scene kissing, holding hands and taking pictures on Snapchat were jailed for life after brutally killing a kind pensioner they called Dad. Paul Wakefield, 66, who was said to have been killed by his kind heart, was found with serious injuries at his home on January 2, but tragically died in hospital the following day. Mum of 6 Kaylee Halliday was told she will have to serve a minimum term of 21 years and 3 months before she can apply for parole. Meanwhile, Shane Miles was told he must serve 22 years before he can also apply for parole. A jury heard how the victim was brutally punched, kicked, beat and stabbed in the chest with a broken vodka bottle by the couple over a row at the pensioner's flat about a fallen TV. After beating him senseless, the jury was told how Halliday used the heel of a pair of boots, bought for her by the generous pensioner, to stamp on his head. The monstrous pair then left an unconscious Mr. Wakefield to die as they fled. Shockingly, moments after the wicked act the couple were captured on CCTV kissing, holding hands and laughing. Mr. Wakefield's phone, wallet and bank card were stolen, as the pair talked about running away to Blackpool before they were arrested a few hours later, the prosecution said. Halliday, who has previous convictions for violence, dramatically pleaded guilty at the close of the prosecution case. The court heard Miles has 34 previous convictions for 77 offences, including battery, assault, burglary and arson. Sentencing the pair, Judge Philip Statman said the lovers had shown absolutely no mercy to their victim. He told them, "Mr. Wakefield was subjected to a grave attack by both of you acting together." He added, "He was a character in his own community. He was gregarious, he enjoyed life, he had a caring and loving family." The judge then continued to say, "You murdered him in his own home where he should have felt safe and secure. This was a brutal attack where no mercy was shown to him by either of you." Judge Statman added that the pair's cavorting following the brutal murder demonstrated they had neither a care in the world. He continued to say that after fleeing the scene, they were seen on CCTV kissing and holding hands, and with Miles caressing Halliday and laughing. Moreover, selfies shared on the Snapchat photo-sharing app showed what was described in court, the two cozying up and posing for a romantic picture. Prosecutor Simon Taylor QC said, "There was no regret, no arguments, no contrition. Just kissing, holding hands, caressing and laughing. They were in raptures with each other." The jury heard how Halliday, who cried in the dock, covered her tracks by disposing of her blood-stained jumper and trying to ask a friend to provide a false alibi. Prior to the attack, Miles and Halliday regularly socialized with Mr. Wakefield and he would refer to the pair as his son and daughter. The court heard they had known him for at least 6 years, but took great advantage of his generosity despite him being in poor health. During the time of the murder, Halliday was staying with the 66-year-old after having split from Miles. However, it was heard that he joined them at the flat and they spent the afternoon drinking. Following an argument over a fallen TV, Mr. Wakefield's battered body was found by a friend shortly before 9 p.m. in his one-bedroomed home. The scene was described to the 999 operators as looking like World War III. The pensioner was laying on his back, with his head half under the sofa in a pool of blood and with his jumper pulled up. He suffered 2 stab wounds to his stomach, 5 rib fractures and catastrophic injuries to his head which exposed his skull and caused a severe brain bleed. One of Mr. Wakefield's 9 siblings told the court that his brother's murderers bit the hand of kindness. Reading his moving impact statement, Shane Wakefield said, "Paul was cruelly taken from us in the most savage way at the hands of those he cared for. He was kind to his killers in ways that people would be amazed at, giving them chance after chance which ultimately backfired." He added that his brother was a well-known figure in his hometown, who had time for anyone. Rest in peace Paul Wakefield,